Hello and welcome to your weekly diary episode. Now, I know you're used to these coming to you from beautiful Byron Bay, but I've just moved to LA, so these episodes will now be coming to you from the land of dreams. I'll be sharing all things LA life, places I go, people I meet, and things I do, all in a bid to inspire you to have the courage to chase your own dreams. Big love from LA, the city of angels. Hello, welcome to your LA pod. Now, I have been waiting for the whippersnipper to stop for the last hour out the front, so I'm crossing my fingers and toes that we have lovely sound. And I moved all the pod gear into different rooms and I was like, is this room going to be quiet? No, the whippersnipper won. So I've waited and waited all morning until the whippersnipper goes, and I'm hoping that means we have a lovely sounding pod. As always, I have notes for you. If you're new to this, basically I've just recently moved to LA and I make a list of all things that happen in the week of moving to LA and random things like setting up bank accounts, collecting green cards, like all these things that although it feels very similar to Australia culturally and just like from a processing perspective, it's very, very different. I spent 3 hours yesterday at the bank and I was like, whoa, this is so different to back home. And P.S. I got Mickey Mouse on my card, my bank card. Anyway, how America. Anyway, I've got my list. I've got props to talk to you about. Can you hear that? That's a prop that I'm going to talk to you about down the track. I've picked up some prezzies for Boss, so I'm going to run you through some stuff. So this is a diary check-in. I always think it's going to be 15 minutes. I generally have a tendency to rabbit on though, although I'm going to really try and stick to my notes today. I'm going to do everything I can to stick to my notes today. And I do want to say one quick thing that isn't LA-based at all, but we just launched Lola Coffee pods, biodegradable, compostable. The bag is compostable as well. Even the coffee roaster runs on renewable solar energy. So please check out Lola Coffee and check out our brand new little baby, the pods, because they have been like, I reckon, a year and a half in the making. Such a big process, and we've had pod machines not work. We've had a lot of issue with it, so it's so nice to see it finally physically come to life. I honestly didn't think. Boss was like, it's going to launch when you're in LA. And I was like, yeah. We've been talking about that for a year. And he's like, no, it'll launch when you're in LA. And it has launched. It launched yesterday. Okay, on to the list. Let's start wildlife. I have seen my first ever hummingbird. There are hummingbirds here. They're so much smaller than you'd think they are. They're like the size of a cockroach, but they're a really cute little hummingbird. Super fast, so I haven't been able to film any yet, but gorgeous. Butterflies everywhere. Bumblebees, well, not bumblebees because bumblebees are those big fluffy looking bumblebees, but regular bees as well. I think because there's so many flowers and so many plants and all that kind of jazz around here as well. I also have seen more coyotes. In fact, every night when I shut the windows, I'm like, let's have a little scout for coyotes. A few people wrote to me and were like, what a wonderful omen. You know, you've got a wolf near you. And I'm like, don't think they're wolves. They're more slinky and a bit sly, and they've been known to take little puppies off leads, like scrab them and launch at cats, puppies, small dogs. So I get the vibe they're a little bit opportunistic. They feel sly. Their energy feels a bit sly. Like I saw one walking down the middle of the road and he or she was fully eyeballing this human walking on the other side of the road, and I was like, wow. But yeah, I don't think they've gone after humans. Like I Googled coyote attacks and it's mainly like small children, small animals and cats and pups and small dogs. There you go. Although there is a mountain lion in the area, which I would love to see, P22 it's called. I'd love to. So a mountain lion is a cougar. That was new to me, learning that this week. I've also recorded in the last week 2 LA-based podcast guests. On Monday's episode, sorry, I had to catch my breath there. I literally went to talk and then swallowed at the same time. Anyway, too much information. On Monday's episode just been, you will have heard the incredible Grant Smiley, who in Australia is known for his amazing music talent and producing talent. But here he owns incredible restaurants, rooftop bars, is constantly working on something. And yeah, that's on Monday's ep that's just been. And I have interviewed two other LA-based people in the last week. I recorded one yesterday and one I don't remember, maybe last Wednesday. Yeah, maybe last Wednesday. So it's really exciting to be interviewing LA talent, like LA-based people. So I've had an actor on, and I've had a acting teacher, director, producer, worked in casting. So that's really, really exciting to be getting LA guests. Really exciting. Righto. Here's what's happened in the last week, all things LA life. So last week, after I recorded a podcast, I met up with my friend Isabel. We went to Century City. I've never been before, but if you have seen Crazy Stupid Love with Ryan Gosling and Steve Carell, it's the scene, you know, where he grabs his Steve Jobs, I think they're New Balance runners, and throws them over the balcony at the outdoor shopping mall. That shot at Century City. So that was really exciting. It was really cool to visit. Yeah, it's basically an outdoor shopping mall. I did go a little bit nuts at a shop called Anthropology. A few of you already know Anthropology. Anyone that's been to America probably knows Anthropology. The clothes are great quality. They're kind of like middle of the range price wise. That said, remember when you're looking at US dollars, you're like, oh, $120 for a pair of, like, I got these cool little like denim skirt overalls. But remember that converts to like 180 Aussie. So just remember that you got to do if you're spending Australian dollars, you know, like, and I got like a cool little denim skirt overalls, a little shirt thing to go under it, a sweater and a necklace. And altogether it came to like 380 US, but that's over 500 Australian dollars, and I fully maxed out my credit card and it declined. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Welcome to my world. Matt's like, Lola, I always like put money on my credit cards, but a certain amounts that I don't go over. Anyway, so yeah, that was embarrassing. My first declined at an American amazing shop. Anyway, still got the clothes. My friend saved the day. And it was all good. And I got this really cool necklace with a little owl and like little pearly things around it. Anyway, really fun. A lot of fun to do a shopping haul. It's all on my Insta highlights under LA, I'm pretty sure. We grabbed a bite to eat at a place called Sun Life Organics. Really good. So they're known for like juices and smoothies and acai bowls. And I got a Buddha acai bowl. My friend Isabel got a dragon fruit acai bowl. So no, not acai, dragon fruit bowl. So the pink. And it was like real raspberry-ish, really, really yummy. And then, you know, all the toppings and everything was gluten-free, dairy-free. I think I got a paleo granola and peanut butter on top of mine. So yum. Then on the way home, I went past via Air One, didn't I? Or Air One. And I got what did I get? I got my Mexican taco salad that I love from there. Oh, and I feel like I've written this down. I got my vegan taco salad, and then I took a photo for you so I could explain it to you. This raw vegan cinnamon scroll shut the front door. I deliberately took a photo because I was like, I need to know what's in it so that I can share it with you. Where is it? Here it is. So it's from Era One, Organic Grocer and Cafe, raw cinnamon scroll, roll. They don't call it a scroll. So it's made with gluten-free oat flour. Over here, gluten-free oat flour is a thing. In Australia, oats, like 30% of celiacs react to oats. So some people are like, oh no, that oats aren't gluten-free. Technically, they've got a protein that's very similar to gluten. But in America, when you buy oats, it'll specify if it's gluten-free oats or not. Anyway, I digress. Ingredients: gluten-free oat flour, pecans, filtered water, maple syrup, dates, psyllium husk, cinnamon, vanilla extract, tocopherols. I think that's vitamin E, isn't it? Pink salt, and it's organic. It was really good. It was like a much healthier. You know how I've been having pumpkin pie and pecan pie and all these delicious indulgent things? This tasted much healthier. Like it was all vegan, you got the gist, all vegan, raw, clean, blah, blah, blah. I also got these, by now I'm like really into peanut butter cups, and I got these evolved caramel butter cups, dark chocolate, paleo vegan. The ingredients were super clean. It's certified USDA organic. However, when I got home, it was fully melted, so it was just like eating raw vegan sauce, like a caramel sauce. So I'd give that one like a 2 out of 10 just because it didn't hold its shape. That said, it's been a heat wave in LA, whereas the cinnamon scroll, I'd give that like, a 6 or 7 out of 10. And then I'm looking at the bowls I was just telling you about. So the topping on mine was like raw cacao, honey, banana, and granola and peanut butter. And the topping on the dragon fruit bowl was blueberry, strawberry, desiccated coconut, granola, and hemp seeds. Both very good. I would 100% go back to that place. So Sun Life Organics, pop that on your eating in our label. It's a chain. So it's like there's Creation Juice. What are the other juice bars here? There's Press Juice, which came to Australia for a few years. I don't know if anyone remembers. And Sun Life Organics. Highly recommend. Really good, really yummy. Also, while I was at Erewhon, I picked up some prezzies for the boss. So he loves CBD stuff and sleep things because he has trouble with insomnia and anxiety in the past. Anxiety, but now he like really loves hacking his sleep. Like he's one of those people that will try like the latest sleep remedy. So like we both wear blue blockers and stuff like that. So I got him a few prezzies. So the first product is called Gaia Herbs Sleep Support, hemp and herbs with hops, California poppy, and other herbs traditionally used for supporting a good night's sleep. But of course, it has the organic hemp cannabis sativa extract in it with 20 milligrams of cannabinoids. So there you go. I hope that makes more sense to you than it does for me. That brand's called Gaia Herbs. And then I got him one for daytime. So there's this product called Ultra Life Sport, and this product's called Beyond Limits Focus by 4. Water-soluble activated hemp extract, bacopa, cordyceps, lion's mane, which we've got in all the coffee, GABA, and terpenes or terpenes. Anyway, so I got him a 4-pack of that. And then I spoke about this ages ago when I was having trouble sleeping with jet lag. It's called Prima or Primer. I don't know how they say it here in America. The product is Rest Easy. It is 15 milligrams of hemp CBD plus chamomile, passion flower, hops, valerian, and L-theanine. So I've got him that as well. So he's going to get a little package of fun stuff to try, because he loves doing that. So it's a little prezzy for the Bosco. And at Trader Joe's, they sell really cute little cards. So I got this really cute card. Again, hopefully he doesn't listen to this, but it says, I like you more than junk food, which he knows that about me. Yeah, it's been a massive heat wave. There was a fire on my street this week, like full-blown like helicopters, fire trucks, massive bellowing smoke coming out an apartment block like just down from me. So I think it was all fine in the end, but like I walked out to have a squeeze at it and it was like pieces of ash flying down the street and all you could smell was smoke. So I quickly came back inside. Went to the American Post Office for the first time because Boss sent me a gift pack with like the Lola coffee pods and some more clothes and things like that in it. So that was cool. It's the US Postal Service is like Matt was saying, like one of the longest standing things ever. And I had to post some things to my landlord. So yeah, look at me going to the post office, going to the bank, getting my green card. So I officially got my green card, which is like it looks like a license with the Statue of Liberty behind your head and the American flag. And it's green as well, in case you're wondering. And I use that instead of a passport when I come in and out of America. It's the thing that I've worked 5 years to get. It's really hard to get. So I have officially got that. That's what this whole trip was for, to physically get that. But because of the Australian rules with leaving the country at the moment, I decided to set up shop here because while I can't get back in, like apparently if you go back to Australia within 90 days because you've signed a stat dec saying you'll be out of the country for more than 90 days, apparently they can put you in jail, I heard. Please correct me if I'm wrong. I could be totally off the mark there, but yeah. So that's why I'm here, like setting up shop and really building a home in LA, and then I'll come back to Australia to tour the book. So I've been working really hard on the manuscript. I'm about to do my next little hit of the manuscript straight after this pod. Got the final version of the cover, so I think we get to release that in a few weeks. So, yeah, I'm really pumped about the book. So that's an Aussie release and it'll be out in November. And that's what I'll come back to Australia for. And for one other thing that is really exciting that I will be announcing on the podcast on Monday coming's episode with the guest. Oh, all so mysterious. But yeah, so some cool stuff happening. All right, what else? Yeah, I've talked about Matt and his CBD. Oh, I tried a 4 Sigmatica, which is a brand over here that does like coffee and medicinal mushrooms, a bit like Lola Coffee. I tried their cacao mix. It was okay, but it says to mix it with hot water and it just tasted like watery cacao. Like I think if I had it with a nut milk or an oat milk or coconut milk, it would taste a lot better. But yeah, it just tasted a little bit dirt, because I was only adding it with water, which is what the directions called for. Oh, yeah. Okay. This next thing I haven't admitted to you yet. Okay, so I found it. You know when you're falling asleep, you know when you're eating really healthy and then you find yourself Googling unhealthy food late at night. Okay, so I did that. And I found like the top 5 vegan treats in LA. One of them was Erin McInnes's Bakery or Baby Cakes, which I've already been to and I've spoken about before. And that's where I got the vegan, gluten-free like maple donut and carrot cake cupcake with the caramel sauce. If you haven't listened, like go back 2 episodes on the Friday Diary and you'll get to hear all about that. Anyway, and this other company came up called Magpies and I was like, oh, that's dangerously close to my house, like literally 5 minutes away. And it does soft serves like vegan and soft serves. So I was about to say vegan dairy-free, but vegan is dairy-free. And I was like, oh, they look good. And then I saw this photo, wait for it, of a fried soft serve pie. What? Yes, a fried soft serve pie. Did I go and try one? You bet your bottom dollar I did. So it was vegan, dairy-free. I'm pretty sure it wasn't totally gluten-free because I definitely felt a little bit bloated after. That said, it's not my usual diet, but it was so yum. So basically it was a corn and almond soft serve with a non-dairy whipped cream on top and then fried candied corn flakes. What? I'm going to put a photo up of it when this episode comes out so that you can put an image to this audio. And in that layer of fried candied cornflakes was like this oozy toffee caramel stuff. It was out of this world. It was obviously super, 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 super indulgent, but I felt very Americana. Like I really felt like I was getting the full experience. And of course, as I'm ordering it, she's like, do you want a soft serve as well? And I was like, YOLO. So I got a little like mini version to taste their soft serve, and the flavor I got was maple brown sugar soft serve, and I got candied pecans on top, but they call them pecans. Yeah, and then I had the soft serve fried pie. I had a slice, P.S. if you like. Did you bring a whole pie home? No, I had a slice. But it was like delicious, but like big and super indulgent, and you'll see in the photo, but yeah, insanely delicious. Okay. I'm trying to think what I should go to next. I'm halfway through my notes. Yeah, we're sitting at 19 minutes. See, I go over. One thing I do want to talk about, I don't know if it's in my notes, so I'm going to bring it up now, is we went, so I don't know if you know this, but Matt's best friend is living here at the moment, Adam, with his girlfriend Isabel, and we went to a place called Cara Hotel that my friend Jane is like, oh my goodness, you have to go to this place. It is incredible. So aesthetically, it's like this beautiful hotel. They have a restaurant section though, and you can sit by the pool, and yeah, it's like palm-lined pool. I'm looking at the photos I took now. And by the time this comes out, I will have posted about it on Insta as well, because we did a full-blown shoot there because it was just so beautiful. And there's this like big, long blue pool that no one swims in. Like it's probably only like, I don't know, like a foot deep, and it's lined with palm trees, and then all the hotel rooms are then lined up high. Anyway, it's incredible. But we ate at this beautiful hotel, and we got cocktails. So I'm going to tell you what we ate. I might get the menu up because I've got photos here, and so yummy. Everything is biodynamic and organic, so clean. Okay, I'm going to get the dinner menu up because that's what we went for. We booked in for dinner. And the cocktails were great. So I had 2 cocktails. I'll start with telling you what cocktails I had. I had the East Side Made, which is local Mulholland gin, cucumber, mint, and lime. It was 10 out of 10. And then I had a Hive Talkin, again, that Mulholland gin with lemon and lavender honey, really yummy. It was super lemony, so if you like not too sweet, more the sour, really yum, but nothing comes close to that East Side Made. That was beautiful. So Mulholland gin, cucumber, mint and lime, 10 out of 10 for the cocktails. And then we basically got plates of stuff, and it's kind of like you share, yeah? So we got burrata. Oh, no, we didn't get burrata. No, we didn't. Lola berry. We got avocado beet and grapefruit salad with roasted hazelnuts and beet vinaigrette. So that's vegan, gluten-free, out of this world, delicious. We got this little like bruschetta-y thing. Why can't I see it? Snap peas, smoke. We also got papa delle pasta, braised and pulled pork, short rib, shiitake, parmesan, basil, black pepper, really, really good. We also got the roasted Scottish salmon, English pea risotto, grilled maitake mushroom conserva and mint sauce. That was out of this world. And then we got these heirloom, I think they said heirloom, carrots with mint and lime, again vegan, gluten-free. What was that? We got this kind of like bruschetta thing, and it was so there was like grilled sourdough, and then it was just with heaps of heirloom tomatoes and that beautiful cheese, which I thought was burrata. I'm really confused though, so I'm probably not describing. Oh, we got desserts as well. The dessert we got was olive oil cake with whipped cream fresh and Cara orange. And I'm salivating as I say this. And then we got the the baked chocolate chip cookie, which came out in like a skillet, so an oversized cookie, fresh from the oven with vanilla bean ice cream. That was insane. So, yeah, Cara Hotel, definitely pop that on your list. You can stay there as a guest as well, and everything was so beautiful. Like we were in a little courtyard with an olive tree, and we went there at 6, so the light was up, and then by the time we left the light was down, and it was just, yeah, absolutely insane. It's all over my Insta and Insta stories and stuff like that. Beautiful. Definitely pop it on your LA list for when you come here next. All right. I did a Whole Foods haul, and I just want to check that I haven't missed anything. on my list? Oh, I got a little bit of hate on Facebook about like someone wrote, how is Lola in America? If you have money, you can do it. And I'm like, no, like if you've listened or you've watched anything I've shared, it's been 5 years in the making and I've saved and put money aside and haven't put a mortgage on a house in order to be here. So, yeah, anyway, just thought I'd nip that one in the bud. All right, Whole Foods haul. So here you've got Trader Joe's. Well, so basically I think I mentioned it on the first app or the second app. Like you've got your Coles and Woolies versions, which is like Ralph's. I think there's like then the next level tier up is like Gelson's. Gelson's is like Thomas Duck's. And then you've got kind of like Whole Foods and Era One is like the big Rolls Royce, super expensive but epic and everything's 10 out of 10. But that kind of in between level is Trader Joe's. Everyone goes to Trader Joe's because it's super delicious, great food, but also affordable, right? So you can get like your week's worth of veggies for like $50 and meats and stuff like that. And they sell booze there as well. I've been not letting myself buy booze and have it in the house at all because I just don't want to get into the habit of drinking on my own. And Boss and I drank heaps in lockdown last year and I just think, yeah, it's so cheap here that I'm like, it's a slippery slope, Lola. Whereas if I'm out with friends, I'll have a cocktail or two and really enjoy it mindfully and that kind of feels good. All right, back onto the Whole Foods haul. So I decided I was like, I'm going to make Mexican tacos from scratch. I'm going to do a really healthy version and have them at home. So I got all the things I need: avo, salsa, corn tortillas, chippos, organic mince. In America, they sell Mexican cheese, which I didn't even know. It's like a certain combo of cheese. Oh, gee, I'm going to have a quick sip of Cough Ones. Can you hear my little straw? I got the stuff that I always get, like sauerkraut, pickles. I tried to get oat milk because Boss sent me some products that I've been recipe testing for Lola Coffee. He's like, you need to get oat milk so that you can test it like plain and with milk. And I was like, no worries. Literally, I couldn't find, like the milk containers here are like 3 liters, so big. But the hack with Whole Foods is you buy their brand called 365 and it's kind of like their bulk version. A bit like how Woolies has macro. I'm sure Coles have got their own. Is Black and Gold Coles? Anyway, my point is like that's the hack to spending less money at Whole Foods. So everything I bought nearly was all 365 brand, and including the oat milk. I also tried their branded oats in a cup. It was really yummy. So the flavour I got was brown sugar and pecan. So I love all those real American flavors. And I just added a bit of oat milk to it and it was delicious. Oh, maple and brown sugar pecan it was called, sorry. I got like balsamic vinegar, hummus. Oh, and then I got this. It's called Everything But the Bagel Seasoning. My bestie Andrea got me onto it, but also she said people are posting about it heaps on the gram. And I must say it's really, really delicious. I've been adding it to my salads and eggs. But basically the ingredients are organic sesame seed, organic salt, roasted dehydrated garlic, toasted dehydrated onion, organic black sesame seeds, organic poppy. And then I bought the Trader Joe's version as well because I wanted to compare, which I haven't tried the Trader Joe's version yet. But the ingredients are sesame seed, sea salt flake, dried minced garlic, dried minced onion, sesame seeds, poppy seeds, exact same thing. And Trader Joe's actually have a chippy. So Trader Joe's, just like the 365 brand that you find at Whole Foods, Trader Joe's have got their own, everything's Trader Joe's brand. And it's, again, they're more like it's the smart way to buy financially. And so they've got their own brand of potato chips with that seasoning, which I got. Yeah. I also found at Trader Joe's. I'm mixing my hauls right now, but you'll just hear these Americana things that I tried. I got these popcorn, but it was dill pickle flavor. Oh, so good. Also from Trader Joe's. I got a random thing. I've been a bit off the rails with food, guys. I've got to be honest with you. I got these Trader Joe's popcorn in a pickle, it's called. boldly flavored popcorn with the bite and tang of dill pickles. Really good. And everything's big. You can't buy like in Australia, you can buy little like small size. Everything is like family size, and I'm one person, so I'm consuming a lot. And then I tried the Trader Joe's everything but the bagel seasoned kettle cooked potato chips. Really good. Oh, and then of course I was just like, oh, YOLO. Trader Joe's milk chocolate covered peanut butter pretzels. What? So do you remember when you were younger, mini wheats? So they're that shape and size, mini wheats, like little like cubes almost, but they're covered in chocolate, and instead of the mini wheat bit casing, it's pretzel, and inside that is peanut butter. Oh my God. This was 10 out of 10, this next thing. Trader Joe's brand again. They're called soft bake snickerdoodles. I know, what a name, right? I love snickerdoodles. Like I've always been, again, I know I keep saying I love pumpkin pie, I love pecan pie. Like I love all those real American flavored things. Snickerdoodles are one of those things. So this was free of wheat, milk, peanuts, tree nuts, eggs and soy, vegan and gluten-free. So they describe, this is how Trader Joe's soft-baked snickerdoodles, they're a chewy sugar cookie topped with cinnamon. Insane. So good. I've had snickerdoodle cookies before though, and I'm obsessed with them. How funny is saying the name? I also tried the Trader Joe's dark chocolate almond buttercups. They're really good if you, I know about you, but usually if I've like indulged, like that day I had that magpie soft serve fried thing, the next day I'm craving sugar, but I want something that's not as bad. And so like Trader Joe's has heaps of dark chocolate things. So I would get these like dark chocolate almond peanut buttercups and have like fresh berries with them. And I would find that that would be like enough to hanker my sugar craving, but I wouldn't go ham on like, you know, crazy stuff. There you go. That's all the food stuff. There was more stuff that I got at Whole Foods though, so I'm back to Whole Foods. I got a bulletproof cold brew, so that's like the Dave Asprey School of Thought, and I got the chocolate, like a mocha coffee. It was really good, and I had a manuscript writing day that day and I wrote loads. Oh, yes, I forgot about this. Guys, I've been off the rails with the food, just so you know. I got this 365 toffee caramel ice cream from Whole Foods, and it was so good, and it was $3 for a whole tub of it. And then because there's these Instagram pages and it's like people that try things from Trader Joe's or Whole Foods, and the Whole Foods one's called Whole Foods Hype. And I was like, oh my God, I've got to try this. And someone posted and was like, these are delicious. Totally unhealthy. Don't judge. No judgment here. They're Ben and Jerry's. I took a photo of them. So you know Ben and Jerry's ice cream company. Oh my God, here they are. They're Ben and Jerry's chocolate chip cookie dough chunks, snackable dough. Insane. I had them all in one day. I felt like they would have had sugar, gluten, the works. I felt sick after, but it was delicious, and you keep them in the freezer, so they're like a frozen snack. But the organic 365 Whole Foods toffee caramel ice cream, which was gluten-free, that was also 10 out. Both those things were 10 out of 10. Oh, so good. I also road tested a new protein bar, the Thunderbird protein bar, which read I think I put it here to read it to you. I kept the label. Oh my God, I did. How good am I? Such a nerd. So this is called a Thunderbird bar. Good name. Superfood bar, plant-based and paleo, real food, unreal taste. 0 grams of added sugar. So you just buy it by the bar. The ingredients are date, almond, cacao, cashew, Himalayan pink salt. Really good. It tasted like, have you ever tried to make a healthy brownie, like using those ingredients? It tastes exactly that. I was like, oh, this tastes like a brownie. Really yummy though, and a good like clean bar, out there with like 4 ingredients, and you know what all those ingredients are, which is kind of cool. But I have just said here, it says 0 grams of added sugars, but it's still got 13 grams of regular sugars. So I should have probably read that. That's probably too high. I mean, that said, you just heard all the other stuff that I've eaten. Sauerkraut pickles. Yeah, so that is me. Obviously, like, I know you've heard all the indulgent stuff that I've had, but like I do balance it out, and I've been buying my green juices from Lassen's and having loads of veggies and salads and stuff. But I definitely over the weekend was a bit off the rails, as you can hear with food. It was a lot of fun though. And I even had my therapist yesterday. So I've kept my therapist up the whole time. We just do it via FaceTime. And I was like, oh my God, like I am just like take myself to the shops and try a new food. I'm like, I'll go to buy salad ingredients and veggies and I'll be like, oh, new thing to try. And he's like, Lola, you're on your own. You're basically learning a new language. He's like, it's completely new for you. He's like, it's fine, stop beating yourself up. And I was like, okay. So, yeah, it's been a lot of fun to have all these amazing foodie experiences. But I'm also excited to kind of like move from tourist mode into like living mode. So tomorrow I've got a meeting with an agent here, which is really exciting. Acting school kicks off in a couple of weeks, which is also exciting. So I think that'll – like when I'm more feel like I'm less of a tourist and more like, hang on, no, you're building a life here. I think that I will probably build a really healthy routine as well. But it is fun to explore. Very, very fun to explore. So there you go. There is my LA update for you. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you like little things I collected and kept the packets of. I'm such a nerd keeping the packets of stuff for you. And Monday's ep is an announcement ep, so it is an interview just like every Monday episode, but we are announcing something really cool, which is nerve-wracking. And I just found out last night I'm allowed to announce it Monday, so I thought it wouldn't be for another week or two. So that's really, really exciting. So tune in Monday, and mega, mega love from sunny California. I'm going to work on this manuscript and then go for a hike. Big love. Bye.
Looking for a new podcast to listen to? Here's what we love, courtesy of Acast Recommends.
Shame on any politician introducing these hateful, mean-spirited, and discriminatory bills that are anti-American.
I'm Amara Jones. Come join me in a new podcast presented by Translash Media.
What the other side is arguing for is a constitutional right to not have to share space with trans people.
From the Heritage Foundation to the DeVos family, I'll show you that the anti-trans hate movement is far deeper and more chilling than you could have ever imagined.
You know, they're really going into communities and stirring up the trouble.
This is how you establish minority rule.
Subscribe to the Anti-Trans Hate Machine, a plot against equality, wherever you listen to podcasts.
Acast
Recommends.